Greetings, everyone. Here is a beautiful message from Divine Mother God at this extremely auspicious and incredible time on our planet. Today, the 3rd of December, marks the day of transition from one cycle to the next. We're moving into the cycle 11-22-33 for humanity and for the planet. And we were aware it has been building up over a longish time and feels like already parallel lines and the timelines have been converging and overlapping and so forth. However, Divine Mother God is giving us one very precise point which manifests within ourselves, within the planet, as a change of the cycle. That was very surprising to me as well, but she elaborated and gave an explanation, which I'm here to share with you. And at the same time share her gift of powerful coding, which actually reopens whoever is ready and feels in alignment with this, reopens our new cycle. A little push on the button, or a little beginning of the program, or like a simply big cosmic cacophony converging into one very specific aspect in a person's life. And not just individual, but of course as a groups and planetary life. So what the cycle 11-22-33 means. We're aware of the cycles that were primary cycles of the planet, that they have been lost, they have been changed on purpose. And one such rhythm was the 11-22-33, which speaks of humanity created not with just 7 linear chakras, but the 33 vortex chakras or energy centers. So as the planet has got these 33 archetypes, and so does the human body, human system, they present like a vortex configuration, and there is like a timelessness to that. There is no really like a linear time or a linear existence. So this cycle has been disabled, and one that further down into this disablement movement for humanity was happening was losing the magnetic cycle and the lunar cycle. So we are aware of, for instance, calculating the time over 13 months of 28 days each, and then changing to the 12 months and so forth. So this goes beyond or before that and beyond that, and expansive to that. So the cycle of 11-22-33 means that in a year we would have actually 11 months, and they have 33 days each. And there is like a, not really gaps, but like a pauses that are happening in a formation of 369 between these like a month formations, bringing the number of days of the year to 369, not 363. There were these 3 missing pulses. So the 369 pulsing throughout the year was disabled and lost. Now it's returning. I'm not going to elaborate too much on all of this, because throughout the year 2026, we will have a lot of opportunity to work with this, especially for the members of Source Force and anybody who is interested. The Divine Mother is sending this information and this coding actually to reach everyone and to meet everyone who needs it and feels it at this point of time. So first characteristic of this particular work is that our planet has shifted her sound frequencies from the bare minimum to the triple wave of the sonic, sonar, and scalar waves. So 369 vibrational coding, which is allowing our planet to finally function, and humanity, of course, as a Philharmonia orchestra. That means all the instruments are starting to come together. And we have this amazing phenomenon of that object that caused lots of speculation, AI Atlas. And, the stories, is this comet, or is it alien starship? Are they going to attack us? Are they here to save us? And all of the above. So Divine Mother God simplified it in this version. It's not a comet, and it's not an alien ship, and it's not going to attack us. It's not dangerous. It is actually an amazing gift to the humanity and this part of the universe, in a form of a tuning fork. So even fulfilling the prophecy of the Hopi Indians of the red and blue kachina, meaning the red star and the blue star that will appear in the sky. And it has already appeared in both colors, approaching and moving away. So that shows the spectrum. So the spectrum of the sound for humanity, and how we can function with the sound, because, sound is the magnetic phenomena, and holds the code, or the notes, if you like, for the new creation. Everything that is going to happen is sitting within the magnetic fields, within the magnetic scripture, within the magnetic song. And we really are created not just through the word, but through the song of the songs. And humanity can finally come into its fuller destiny by receiving the codes, the blueprints, and the programs for what we are from now on. Who are we becoming? Awakening and into the new civilizational patterns. As we need information, data, bioscriptures, magnetic code, magnetic song, to create this new humanity, this new way of life on the planet Earth, Divine Mother is sending it. Simple like that. Everything that we need is being sent, is being received in her grace. It's all sitting within her grace, and humanity only needs to receive. So that is the update on our sound frequencies and the sound capabilities and the resonance fork. Other aspect which is happening with this grand restructuring, and this is what Divine Mother God offered as a work that she calls activating of our divine being in the physical body. As we were expanding the mind within the divine mind, and the heart within the divine being is actually in the body, in the pelvic, in the sacred bone of the sacrum. So that's where our main instrument is, and this is what Divine Mother God activates. So we are offering workshops, so to speak, or activation time for everybody who feels it, who is ready, who has been called, simple like that, by the Divine Mother God to activate that inner being. And there is a very specific procedure that involves the sound and so forth, and powerful sounds of the ancients that have been very, very rarely known and heard. So these instruments have come to us. This specific sound has come to us. So it is a gift from the humanity, and synchronistic events, if you like, and synchronistic becoming of all these gifts to become accessible, easy, physical, present, and given to people. So we have huge gifts to share, and incredible adventures ahead of us. So what is this basically doing with the restructuring? What restructuring is? One most obvious example would be the diamond and charcoal, and we know that they're both exactly the same element. The only difference is in the repositioning or restructuring of the molecular lines and the crystalline lines within this element. So when that is done, the property of that structure becomes incredibly different. So the properties of charcoal and diamond are hugely different. Within, they're exactly the same aspect, just restructured in a different way. But to understand better what is happening on this magical 3rd of December and onward, Divine Mother God is giving us another example through the art of amazing artist Anthony Hove. She's reminding us what restructuring means. So what is Anthony Hove doing? He's taking like metal sheets and through the geometry and applied mathematics and precision, he's turning them into the sculptures that all of a sudden become movable and breathable metal sculptures. But they are now living, breathing light. They move, they are harmonious, they show the properties where this like a life force, imagine that is in the human system and we are restructured now. This life force moves through us in a way that she's dancing through us. It's not like a heavy metallic sheet of metal. What does that metal can do? It's very heavy, it's flat, it's singular, it's boring, it can't move. So that's what humanity has become. We were created as a diamond. Then we have fallen into becoming more like a charcoal. Great adventure as well, not discounting it, but we are restoring our primary diamond structure. And we were born like a living, moving, creating amazing beings, and we have fallen down as a flat metal sheet. Divine Mother God is now restoring us to our highest abilities and properties and our highest potential. So as you're able to see in a visual form what Anthony Hove is doing and how these sculptures appear in their life form, in their movable form, think of this is what we are receiving from Divine Mother God. Restructuring, which is allowing us again to move and breathe and be harmonious and live within the waves and waves of life force. And that life force comes as a song, as these incredible waves. So it is a huge aspect. It is something magical, something tremendous happening for us, and it manifests in our everyday lives. So this is an invitation for all to join us, to join some of the workshops where this is happening and these technologies are applied, to open up to the Magdalena 555 codes, the restoration codes, the restructuring codes. And in this video is the first gift, which was gifted exactly on the 3rd of December. Amazing sign appeared in the skies on this day, which is the day of beginning of the new cycle. Amongst the protuberances from the sun, this like a lovely filament showed up into the space that looks like a 8, like a figure 8. So Divine Mother God showed up in this infinity sign, the 8 exactly being the number of the goddess of Divine Mother God, the beginner of the new cycles, and Magdalena. So in the 8, one cycle comes to the neutral, into the middle of the 8, and beginning of the new cycle starts. So it is my huge pleasure and joy and privilege to serve in this fashion with Divine Mother God and to bring these codes. My voice in the last 33 days was restructured absolutely, totally. That's again interesting story, and that happened after a huge event that we have collectively done at the Bosnian pyramids, as I was 3+ months on the tour in that area of the world, which is the area of my birth. And just the divine restructuring was happening all across. We had workshops in 10 major cities. We had a retreat of incredible properties, activating the Mageddon codes, Mageddon, magnetic Eden, the restarting of the humanity again as the magnetic heaven, Eden on earth. Again, different, the same story, but different aspect, which I would love to let you know about on our workshops. Of course, you find more and you receive more of these aspects in a living form. And then we had on the pyramids in Bosnia on the 18th of October, a gathering where 600+ people showed up, 300 live on the pyramids in itself. and other people via Zoom connected, and healers and light workers for around the world participated in this restoration of the wide law, a restoration of the divine order on the planet. That was incredible. We needed at least 555 people, and people showed up. Since then, so many changes started happening, and with me, it was the recalibration and restructuring, if you like, of my voice as an instrument of Divine Mother God, as I'm serving in full capacity divine energies on this planet. And one aspect is through the voice. So receive these codes, this gift from Divine Mother God, given on the 3rd of the 12th, which is the 33rd day of that huge new cycle. The beginning of November till the 11th was the first sonic wave, from 11th to the 22nd of the sonar, and between 22nd to the 33rd. So with the old calendar, the 33rd day of this cycle falls on the 3rd of December. So that's the scalar wave. So let's receive this magic, enjoy, have a visual and understanding of our restructuring, just like the statues of Anthony Hove and these like a movable sculptures for the garden, and recognize that once we are restructured like that, we are in the Garden of Eden. We are really the feature of the new garden that literally lives the life as the divine blows and flows through us and glows through us, and we experience life and we manifest life as divine has always intended it to be. Enjoy, love, light, joy and harmony, peace and bliss.
Ja, ma shiki sa shitenera marakare gorani sa shitenera kata sa shenera roraka tiana. Dokora marishta kunamana tari roroma titire kotomashta kutashimenari rata katiana. Roma kuramishta kadesta kunamarato remero romano Duboko disanje, izdisanje, između transmisija. Ušakatan madari, ita naka niri goro para hazana, yoro para katari Duboko disanje, izdisanje između transmisija. Ništa korare hašati si mesha kanaru trotera marakarero royaro maravararu vero yashake. Esta marakarem romano korniku Duboko disanje, izdisanje između transmisija. U šarina manarirom Hasta karika shakatama shakato shabalari yoshamata kuni minagani no Maria Duboko disanje, izdisanje između transmisija. Životori mi šta stani nije rakatari robarari i že bođo bada zamanari rorme tratale reta rakatane nja trataši katasija. Išo matuka nari rika rira roja manu privira bari kar barbaje tata katasi. Shukata marekara marakota mani no Era kana istara marumunir mahaira ro marumunir manna orimiru arire madure Oh